JPMorgan in the news, and it's all about crypto and blockchains being integrated into the traditional finance system. This will be a breakdown I think you guys will like because it's going to reveal some things that you may not be aware of. So you do not want to miss this one. My name is Paul Barrow. Welcome back into Tech Path. Before we get started, thank our sponsor, and that is iTrust Capital. If you're looking at long-term holdings, one of the ways you can do it is through a crypto IRA, and it's very easy to use. You can sign up. You can use our little link down below. It's going to give you $100 on a funding reward, but then you can go right in and put Ethereum, Bitcoin, or other assets into a crypto IRA. Make sure, check your own tax advisors, all that good stuff, because it's getting into tax season, so maybe this is another way for you guys to take some advantages of that. Just use our link down below. All right, so let's get into a couple of topics here. I want to jump over to this first news story. BlackRock shares go digital on JPMorgan's Onyx blockchain. This is a pretty significant thing. I think when you look at what's happening, and we've talked about this quite a bit, over the past months, and actually for quite some time, that the tokenization of these kinds of assets are going to become reality. BlackRock, world's largest asset manager, tokenized its money market fund shared that were later provided as collateral to Barclays in an over-the-counter derivatives deal, okay? And then you have BlackRock executed a transaction on JPMorgan's Ethereum-based, key word here, Onyx blockchain and Tokenized Collateral Network, TCN. So this is a pretty big deal for one of the biggest financial institutions out there, especially when you look at the history of what Jamie Dimon has said in the past. He's not a big fan of this, but the fact that they're actually doing something in this space, I think goes alternatively to what's really happening in Wall Street for sure. All right, so last up on this is third largest banking institution in the U.S., Citigroup, launched Citi Token Services in September. This is a blockchain-based cross-border payment solution for institutions, which is going to use tokenized deposits and smart contracts for real-time settlement. You probably saw this on our own channel here not too long ago. We actually did a video on this. Make sure and check this video out. Citi Bank tokenizing all assets. This only shows the case that we're making here is that it is moving much faster, even than I thought, of how we're going to see tokenization of real-time assets and hard assets out there within the marketplace. And Ethereum is going to be the beneficiary of this. So listen into this first clip. I want to jump over to this clip real quick. It gives you kind of an insight to where maybe Web3 is growing altogether. And guess who says it? JPMorgan. Listen in.
Yes. So we really view Web3 and Metaverse as kind of next chapter of the internet. You could have really enormous transformational impact here. I think for Metaverse, you have early applications that are strongest in things like gaming. Meta, for example, believes that Metaverse will reach more than 1 billion users and support really hundreds of billions of dollars of e-commerce activity over time. 5G networks will certainly play a role here as well. And I think cloud, you're really seeing a tremendous amount of CapEx going into the public clouds right now. And of course, a lot of that is for current business, but I think it's also for development of a more, metaverse driven and Web3 world down the line. And I would also say you're seeing a lot of activity in kind of the developer and creator economy, just ways that more content will get created for the metaverse, essentially. I think on blockchain, you have a pretty significant change with Ethereum, from proof of work to proof of stake in 22, and that should help build momentum around, around blockchain. NFT economy, we're already seeing quite a bit in terms of companies like Nike and others who are, there's a lot of consumer-driven companies who are very active in terms of issuing NFTs and getting involved essentially in this concept of digital collectibles.
All right, so what we wanted to do was really do a deep dive on exactly what Onyx was doing and if in fact it was riding on Ethereum. So listen to this next clip.
Asset tokenization is going mainstream. The global tokenization market is undergoing substantial growth and is projected to be in the billions of dollars. So what can you tokenize? Art, collectibles, real estate, equity, shares and debt, loans, identity documents, in-game assets, even commodities like oil. Onyx Digital Assets is built on Consensus Quorum, a blockchain protocol we created for interoperability with Ethereum networks and that is designed for enterprises. an energy-efficient platform that supports your ESG objectives.
All right, so there you have it. Onyx built on Ethereum and in partnership with Ethereum. So that in itself is pretty significant. Now, one of the things that you'll notice in that video right there, if you were watching this, it had in-game assets, NFTs, all of that also integrated into the future of what JPMorgan is doing with Onyx. If you look at some of the services that they're launching, here was blockchain launch. Some of the things that they outline within the services: digital ID, native digital assets, renewable energy, robotics, and DeFi. And then, of course, the Internet of Things. So, I mean, these guys are way out there in front, but yet at the same time, it's almost like one of those bait and hook type things where they say something over here, but yet they go over here. It's very interesting right now of what they're doing. Further into it, they have Coin Systems, their product called Onyx Coin Systems. And some of the things they're doing within this, I think, are interesting. This is the inaugural product solution. JPM Coin is a permission system, clients to transfer US dollars to help a deposit with JPMorgan within the system. So again, more products and services. Remember though, the tie-in here. There's a couple of things I want to feature here. Chainlink price in focus as JPMorgan is making a tokenization leap. One of the things I wanted to highlight in this article was this right here. JPMorgan did not use Chainlink for this transaction. However, Chainlink is set to benefit if more companies embrace this technology. I mean, maybe they don't have an Onyx, so is Chainlink's one of the solutions there. A key selling point is that Chainlink has tried and tested technology in partnership with organizations like Swift, Depository Trust Company, etc. So that's beneficial because it does give the use case of what Chainlink is all about, yet at the same time, Onyx and JPMorgan not using that. I want to go to this next clip real quick, and this breaks down what Link is by JPMorgan and how they're using it. Listen in.
Link by JPMorgan is ushering in a new era of collective intelligence, allowing businesses to share information. With the Link network, participants can build and use applications that leverage shared information. The Link network supports a growing number of applications.
I don't know. If I were JPMorgan's marketing team, I might have used a different term than Link. It just might be too obvious in that particular situation, but hey, that is what it is. The good thing is they're using the technology. That's the point of DeFi. It's also the point of what we're going to see in traditional finance, making this major leap forward. And I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think that this is going to happen faster than maybe a lot of people are expecting? Or do you think it's going to take multiple years? Drop some comments down below. If you do like these kinds of breakdowns, also smash the like button. It does do a great job in helping us out. This, of course, is the product Link by JPMorgan, unlocking the power of collective intelligence. And, this is the thing, I think, when we look at, overall, the future of how many of these projects and these programs are going to go out to the market, you've got to have a baseline of technology that, one, is capable, two, is starting to really innovate, because you need the ability for that future roadmap to kind of go forward. And I think that's what JPMorgan is setting up. They're setting up the future roadmap of where all this is going to be going. So very interesting stuff right now. If you guys, we'll probably do some more videos on this just as things start to transpire around JPMorgan, but also some of these other asset classes that are going to probably benefit from this in the fact that they're being tokenized. So a lot of things happening right now in the space. If you're not in our Diamond Circle, make sure and get in now. It's one of the best places to go for additional content. We have an extra podcast over there. I've got another show. We also do some TA videos, all that in the Diamond Circle. We'll leave a link down below. All you have to do is click that and join. It's free. If you guys want to catch me, it's out there on Twitter, @PaulBaron. We'll catch you next time right here on TechPath.